Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Indianapolis Road Course. 2.4 miles of asphalt and tarmac wait for us this evening. Of course, as always, I am Yummy Kui, joined by
me, T-Man.
So let's get started.
All right, Yummy, what do you think of the Indy Road Course?
I mean, it's a fairly modern track. I think they only really started building it in early 2010s. But I mean, since then, it's been a pretty good track. All in all, we're seeing a lot of action. It's a very flowing track. It's a very fast track. I personally am excited for it. I think it brings something new to the table, and it should be very competitive.
Yeah, I'm glad at least I have a home track to watch. I mean, I've been to the oval race a few years ago, but I've never actually seen an Indy Road Course NASCAR race. I'm excited to see what we're going to see tonight.
Definitely. I mean, you've won the oval configuration here. I think what? You only won it the one time?
I think it was the one time, and I let Nanners win the other time.
Yeah. But, I mean, we've seen some pretty good races at the Indy Oval. See some subpar, but this is the first time we're going to, like you said, first time we're going to see them on the road course circuit. So it'll be very interesting to see. I mean, getting straight into it, though, points. They were close going into last weekend, but they kind of got shaken up a bit. Of course, Nanners had that catastrophic event on the last lap, ran out of fuel. Vento came away with a win. Kind of spread things out a bit.
Yeah, Vento now 9 points in front of Radiant, who took second away, and Nanners 12 points behind. Still within, I'd say, a good battle. I mean, we have this race and 3 others to go. I think Nanners and Radiant can catch up to Vento.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite sure Radiant's going to catch up this weekend. Radiant's never been super good at the road courses, but Vento seems to be having some issues, but we'll get into that later, of course. But yeah, points definitely a big talking point right now, as it has been pretty much the entire season. But, things are a bit more spread out. Vento has some breathing room now to kind of relax maybe just a tad bit. Doesn't have to put in the top quality races that he has been trying to put in.
Yeah, he's got a 9-point buffer.
Yeah, he's got a 9-point buffer.
Yeah, and the cutoff line has moved all the way to the 6th place, and it's now approaching Alpha and CH Fan. Just a sob story for Alpha, really. I mean, with his just not going how he wanted, he's got that speeding in pit road, and then Casual not being able to cover for him. It's just a sob story for Alpha, and I mean, it really is just all out of his control. I mean, he was looking so strong. He was a little behind. It's just that these 2 last things have made it so it's basically impossible for Alpha to win the championship.
I mean, he started on the back foot at the start of the season, unfortunately, and then worked his way up. He fought his way through. I mean, he's had a great season, but unfortunately, it's just he started the season off a bit wobbly, and he's ending it a bit wobbly. So he's just got to work on that consistency. But a good showing from him and CH Fan as well. He's had to miss a few races due to some personal issues and some injuries. But, I mean, he's had a pretty good season as well. But speaking of good seasons, let's talk about a good race. D3 this weekend went over to Richmond. How did you think that went?
Even though I didn't race in it, I think Richmond went pretty well. Ended on a kind of a fuel strategy note, but I mean, we've seen it done before in D3. Definitely, for only having like 4 or 5 cars on track, they definitely had battles, and I think it went pretty well. Not the most exciting finish, but it was definitely one to watch through all the way.
May have not been the most exciting finish, but yeah, most definitely. It was a very exciting and competitive race. Unfortunately, ending on fuel mileage seems to be the theme this weekend.
Right.
We'll see if it continues into D1, but it continued into D2.
Yeah, Ginty and Coma, they were able to go the entire thing. I didn't think it was possible, but yeah, Ginty and Coma, fuel strategizing. You could really hear it towards the end of that race. they were really fuel conserving, especially Ginty. I mean, we went on board with him for a couple of times, and it just was he was barely on that gas. But overall, the race was pretty good. It was a battle up front pretty much the entire time. It's just fuel strategies really messed up the finish for that one.
Yeah, it was a really good race, a really good showing from pretty much everybody. Some minor issues here and there for some of the drivers, but yeah, the fuel strategy, I mean, it was expected that it would be heavy on the fuel. You know, everybody would be consuming fuel. Maybe it could have been a two-stop race, but that silly strategy coming out to play kind of brought it only to a two-car finish. And of course, Coma taking it away from Ginty on the final lap, final corner. So tough break for Ginty and another win for Coma.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was tempers flaring after the race too. So just
maybe something to look out for going into next weekend at Richmond for D2, but
yeah,
it is to be seen. And I mean, speaking of, the next come thing, and talking about it earlier, but let's talk about the drivers coming into the Indianapolis road course, right? We were talking about it earlier. Radiant, not a big road course guy. He hasn't historically put in super good performances on road courses. He's not really known for it. Evento has put in some good historical finishes at road courses. He may not be the standout person on road courses, but historically he's done pretty well. However, weirdly enough, he's seeming to struggle a bit. He doesn't really gel well with the track. I'm not sure what's up with it. Maybe it's just the flat nature of it. He enjoys a bit of elevation. I think the flat nature of the track is kind of throwing him off a bit. And then we also have Nanners. Nanners has always been a really good road course driver. He's not always the best, but he's always right up there. It's really kind of hidden how good he is at road courses, and I mean, he seems to be doing pretty good.
Yeah, and he's already a road course winner this season. He won at Watkins Glen, battled with Hedge to the final lap, kind of moved him out of the way in that final corner, and won the race. So I'm expecting Nanners to do pretty well here, but we'll save my prediction until we go through some more drivers here.
Yeah, I mean, the two that I'm looking most forward to is Alpha and CH Fan. I'm not quite sure if Alpha's showing up this week.
I don't think he is. I think he said earlier that he was gonna miss it and have Casual replace him.
That sucks for Alpha. He looked to have a lot of pace this weekend. CH Fan as well is looking stellar so far. I am expecting CH Fan to be up front most of the day. I don't expect to see him have too much issues with the rest of the field, but we have seen during practice it can get really competitive, and if somebody just has just enough pace, they can really just stay right there, just stay on the border of not letting somebody pull away. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean everyone else on the field we haven't really seen. I mean Barry's been getting really good recently. I mean he's definitely upped his performance in these last couple of races. Do you think he's going to be a threat for the race?
To say that he's going to be a threat, that's a big question mark. I mean, yeah, we've seen Barry. He's gotten his act together finally. He's struggled all season. I mean, this is his first season since season 1 where he hasn't really won a race. He's gotten close. He got close at Talladega, and think Nashville as well.
Yeah,
the fuel strategies just played out a bit differently, but he's just missed out on it time and time again. I don't really see him being a big factor this weekend, but he is the wild card to look out for sure.
All right, Yummy. Let's go to our predictions. Do you want to go first on this one, or do you want to go second?
I want to go first. Sure.
I think you've kind of alluded to who your pick might be anyway.
I don't know who my pick was going to be. I'll let you go first.
All right.
Give me a second to cook.
I'm going to go with a kind of a different answer here. I predict Evento taking the win and getting another win this season. I mean, he doesn't like the track, but he's fast. I've seen him during practice. He's keeping up with times of similar to Coma and CH and Coma's got the track record, and apparently Coma was struggling to keep up with Avento during practice yesterday. So I think Avento's really got, even though he doesn't like the track, I think he's gonna have a good chance to win tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I have to go with CH Fan. I think CH Fan, during what we've seen from him, what I've seen of him on track around other cars, he's got some real pace. He knows he's figuring out the track. He's figuring out these nicks and crevices to where he can really defend and throw it around. I think CH Fan probably has the best shot to win coming into Indianapolis this weekend.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a win. I mean, he's always really just been fast during hot laps. It's just the pace, and I mean,
You just got to keep it through the race.
Alrighty. Well, qualifying for the Indy road course, it's going to be an interesting one. Group qualifying, 10 minutes. We'll be right back on T-Man Sports. Welcome everybody to Indianapolis for the Indy road course. I'm excited to see what. I'm excited to see what will happen. It's a very fast and winding road course, as we said during the pre-race. Group qualifying is how we will start it tonight. Alpha not able to make it, as we said. Casual will be replacing him as we get ready for qualifying. I am excited. This car is getting lined up. They'll have
to repeat myself. Just so everybody's aware, there will be no grid drops for corner cutting. If you get enough strikes to get a corner cut penalty, it will be a drive-through. Obviously, this does not matter on qualifying, as it will just invalidate your lap. But if somebody sends you and you get a corner cut, then it's not your fault. But you can't use it to overtake somebody else.
No, Avento's here.
So you would see position? Yeah, if you overtook, yeah, you'd have to see position.
All right, 9 drivers currently lined up
Alrighty, it will be group qualifying. You will have 10 minutes to set the fastest lap you can. Do not fuck with others. Or you will get what? I felt like I've explained this. Anyways. Metal is not launching. Alrighty, cool. Countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes starts
underway.
now.
Eventa did not go. Oh, and Junior messing up in the first corner. And they're all getting collected. What a wonderful start for some of these drivers. Edge running an alternate scheme. Says he'll run it for the rest of the season. We'll see if Yomi lets that happen. Barry leading the group. Oh, Nanner's shoving Logic. Makes him go wide. Not sure why everyone went out at first. I mean, draft might help you get a faster time, but... Oh, Logic.
The traffic may hinder.
Yeah.
Open Radiant into the bits.
Yep. And this is going to be the start of everybody's lap.
Speed broke. Rip. Also, so everybody's aware, you guys shouldn't be doing this in the first place, but do not wall ride the pit entry. It will lead to bad things. Very bad things.
Oh, there goes CHN's lap. And who's leading the group?
Max speed, that. What Aventa just
239.
said.
Oh my goodness, these guys coming out of that second to final corner really hard and hitting the wall. Nanners will be hopefully the first person to set a lap. And it's invalidated. None of these laps counted. Logic actually sets a lap.
A lot of people corner cut.
Edge actually set a lap. Junior Smith's lap is invalidated. Aventa's lap is invalidated. Apparently the 2 times only on there is Logic's 1:04 and Hedge is 1:09.
Yeah, casual, just go through pits. Do you want some advice for road course qualifying? Make sure you just set a time, a valid time first, and then worry about making it fast.
That is pretty important. Oh, there's Junior Smith. Penta wide there. Nearly goes into the pit lane. Oh, Junior flipping!
Junior.
Radiant coming across. Oh, Junior. Just barely gets into him. More times getting set. Nanners with a 1-2-4. Apparently holding on to the pole. Barry second.
No, it is not Barry. .239 is max speed. Because everybody decided to line up with their cars on each other's bumper.
Well, Barry right now looking in second at 1:02.996. Barry will go into pit lane. CH Fan taking pole. 1 minute, 2 seconds. Exactly. 1 minute, 2 seconds. All casual.
Nope.
Casual's gonna be replacing Alpha tonight. Casual. Oof. Casual jumped from a 1 minute 18 to a 1 minute 2.3. Currently sitting in second. Nanner's still sitting there in third. Barry right now was second, now sitting in fourth. He did have a broken speed, so
Well, that happened, Logic.
no improvement from Barry. Everyone really now spreading out. Logic keeps messing up so far. He set a time, it's a 1 minute 4.1, so it's not a super slow time, but it's near the bottom. Now following along with Hedge, just to watch. Less than about coming up on 3.5 minutes left. It's about maybe 3 laps or so. Probably fit in 4 if you're lucky. Time's looking pretty solid. Saw a lot of people chasing for the fastest time during practice. Especially trying to beat the track record. I think we got it under a minute for a couple of people, so.
No, not under a minute, but.
No, not under?
Not under.
Near. Okay, so about a minute exact. We'll say that. So for CH Fan, the only one to improve a time, not the only one to improve a time, but the only one to get out of the 1 minute 2 second category. He's gotten a 1 minute 1 second .3. Logic, human in chat, keeps messing up. Oh yeah, just coming across Radiant, I believe, bumped up through the rankings there, now passing Barry. Your starting order: CH Fan Casual, Nanners Radiant, Vento now up there. All these times, a 1 minute 2 second. Then you got 1 minute 4s. Oh. Barry and Hedge kind of beating and banging through here. Minute and 30 seconds coming up. Not much time left to improve. We'll watch Nanners for a little bit. Go over to these guys at the top that need to improve their times. Along with Junior right now. Junior a 1 minute 4.9. Currently with CH Fan. Looks like he'll get one more lap. Radiant telling Barry and Hedge and Barry to move. Oh, and Hedge is gonna get sent into the wall. They in fact are not moving. Oh, Barry hard into the wall. Oh my goodness. Teammates going together.
Fastest lap currently belongs to CH Fan. A 1 minute. Oh, a 101.363. All right. Finish up your laps. So after you've crossed the line, delete your car.
Casual,
Until you are middle of the pack.
Casual to looking like he's gonna be in second. We'll see if anyone else can improve. Next up, CH Fan coming through. He stays on pole. Junior Smith bumps up to a 1 minute 3.8, moving Logic and Hedge down. Here comes Avento. Avento third, a 1 minute 2.1. Here comes Logic. Logic, taking away Junior's spot, a 1 minute 3.5. Radiant does not improve.
I do believe that is it.
CH Fan will take the ball.
A lot of last lap improvements.
Yeah. That'll be your starting lineup.
Shut down. Alright, rejoin.
welcome everybody back to Indianapolis Road Course for the 15th race of the season. 4 remaining, including this one. Let's go through the starting lineup. On row 1, we have CH Fan. Technically row 1. We have CH Fan taking the pole. Casual subbing for Alpha, and then Avento there in 3rd. 4th, Nanners, a previous Brickyard winner, not at the road course variant, and as well as Radiant there. In 5th, Barry taking 6th. 7th is Logic. 8th is Junior, and Hedge will round out your qualifying. Alrighty, uh-oh. One moment. These things are... There we go. Alrighty. 50 laps around the Indianapolis Road Course. As we'll get started in just a moment. Couple different angles.
Alright, cool.
I think we're ready to get going.
No, I just need it to connect. Give me one moment.
Okay, good.
I'm trying to troubleshoot.
Yeah, I don't really know what the fuel window is. I don't know if anyone really knows what the fuel window is, but...
I've got no clue. I've got an idea, but we will find out.
Yep.
Alrighty, everybody here? Nobody went AFK in that short amount of time? Not really short, but... Okay, I don't see anybody saying anything in general, or in Discord.
Or in Roblox.
Or in Roblox, because Logic's already back. Alrighty, cool. Alrighty. Going green. Ready, set, green flag.
And we're underway here at the Indianapolis Road Course. Into turn 1. CH Fan dives through the corner. Everyone else going through the S's. Anders is going to take 2nd. Barry diving through on the inside. A lot of cars going super wide there.
Oh, Vento, let's not do that.
CH Fan with a huge lead. Nanners with a lot of gap between him and 3rd. Barry and Avento now battling through the 2nd S's. And now we go through this little section here. Barry going wide. Avento will take 3rd. Radiant following him. Nanners into the wall. Yeah. Avento looking to go wide. And goes and hits the pit wall. Gets into Barry. We'll keep it together. Oh, Logic! On edge there. Nearly flipping. That could have been bad. Now as we go back into turn 1, Casual a little bit on the brakes early, but makes it through the corner nice and safe. Radiant all over the place. Casual now looking to pass for 3rd.
Barry, seat position to the 80.
Oh, Radiant getting a hit from behind. Casual not expecting that particular line. Oh, man. Hedge going wide. Avento going through. Same with Logic. Radiant able to hold on to 3rd. Now the battle for 4th here. Hedge.
Start using your brakes.
Avento going wide. Again, this time not too catastrophic. Here comes Hedge on the inside. Logic hard into the wall, nearly flipping again. Going back to CH Fan again, big lead, and then you got Nanners, and you got Radiant. Here goes into turn 1, Hedge, and Avento.
Seat position to the 24 and 7.
Overshooting it big time. Avento's gonna have to give up those spots.
Seat position to the 24.
Safely. And Avento's still way out front. He's got to give back two positions.
Seed position to the 24
Oh, and Hedge
the 7.
slams into Avento. Avento's going to lose a bunch of time. Barry now making his way through the field. Logic going super wide. It's going to just forget the corner there. Goes in front of Casual. Barry now working on getting caught up to Radiant. Radiant going a little wide. Same with Barry. Going into this treacherous exit here where you could flip if you're exiting too hard. Everyone keeps it together. Logic takes 4th. As Nanners and CH Van pull away. Ooh, a bump from Barry.
Runaway.
Vento getting a bump here from Barry. He's gonna go wide.
Barry, use your brakes. Vento, drop back just a bit. Thank you.
Ooh,
okay, we'll use them more.
And Hedge dive bombs in. Doesn't cause too much of a ruckus. Oh, and Indy's gonna go wide here. Loses even more time. Radiant.
Vento Logic.
Woo, we're okay.
Fuck.
Fan fell.
Anyways, Vento and Logic stay on the track.
Just give me a moment. That startled me.
As T-Man's setup falls apart.
Wow, we got a big gust of wind all of a sudden over
Did you
here.
have your window open?
My window was open. My fan was in front of the window, and it didn't like that sudden change in air pressure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Vento diving to the inside of Logic. Sorry if I click something I'm not supposed to. It's breaking. Alright, there we go. Vento out in front of Logic, but Logic gets a big push through the yeses. Now back in front of Avento to the quarter panel. Doesn't work. Oh, Logic hard into the wall, gets into Avento. Casual there as well. Oh, collisions in the back. Barry got involved with somebody else. He drops back behind Junior Smith and then shoves him into the wall.
Barry, brakes. I need you to use them. Next incident's a penalty.
Oh my goodness. Radiant able to hold on here to 3rd. Vento 4th.
Top 3 are pretty set in stone.
Oh, Casual. Oof.
See, yep, there you go.
Drops back. Hedge will take 5th. And
Logic goes.
Oh my goodness.
Super
wide. Oh, Hedge nearly getting turned. Did not get back on the gas after the corner. Big braking zone here. Logic a little bit too fast. Kind of gives Casual a little bit of a bumper. Slides through. We're gonna get single file here. Barry getting around Junior Smith. Oh, Logic and Hedge gonna get caught together.
Next incident's a penalty, Hedge. Start using your brakes. Not the wall or the person in front of you. Please and think.
We'll go back single file again. Let's check up. Nanner's slowly approaching on CH Van. Now just less than a second behind. He is in draft range, I believe. Radiant here. Nice in 3rd. He's got a ton of room between everybody. And Avento now starting to pull away from this pack. It's Casual, Hedge, Logic, and now Barry starting to catch up. Oh my goodness. We'll watch CH Van and Nanners here. I inevitably close the spectate menu. Everyone else here, this is 5th on the left, and on the right's for the lead. Barry getting through Casual. Hedge now making a nice big dent. He's got 5th cleared by a long ways. Or, yeah. Barry sitting in 6th. Gotta hold off.
Barry,
Casual and Logic.
stay on the track, please. Oh, I accidentally moved cup
Oh.
results.
Barry goes wide. He's gonna lose a little bit of time. Nanner's really now catching up to CH Fan into the wall. He's now right with them as more things fall. My setup continues to break.
Logic, let's not use the person in front of us as a break.
Let's go ahead and watch Nanners and CH Fan here. This is going to be the battle for the lead.
Oh, Logic. It's happened. He clipped to the wall.
Oh.
Coming into the last chicane.
Oh, and I'm guessing he lost a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Nanners right on CH Fan.
Become a very spread out race.
Mm-hmm.
Logic, let's stay on the track.
Nanners giving CH Fan a little bit of a bump. Ooh.
Barry goes for you as well.
Now just 4/10 behind at the line. He's gotten a lot closer. And Nanners sitting 3rd in points. Not the result he wanted last week. He's in a position to do a lot more than... He's just sticking with him. Not really trying to make a pass and lose a little bit of time here. Now watching on your right, Logic and Casual. As they get into the big braking zone. Yeah, he's now losing a lot of time now. And Logic going a little bit wide. Here comes Casual on his inside to make the pass. Get into the last couple of corners here. Barry and Hedge now. Kind of looking like they might be battling.
Barry, use the track. Not the wall. Logic saying goes for you.
Right now, Hedge sitting solid in 5th. But Barry is on his way. Oh, and he really has a bad turn 1. He loses a bunch of time. Now Casual's starting to show up with Barry. The big braking zone.
Nanner, CH Fan, stay on the track.
There goes Casual, side by side with Barry. Oh, Barry going wide there. Got a little bit of a tap. To the inside goes Barry. Now looking to the outside. Trying to make it work. He's going to make it through the corner. Barry holds on to 6th. Logic falling back from this little pack here. Casual really pushing on that outside. Giving Barry a bump here. Split screen again. Nanner's back up to CH Fan. We'll watch him a little loosely here. Casual, another big bumper to the back of the 17. He's trying to get past him. And he will this time. See if he can hold on to it. Barry diving low. Beautiful corner. Now has the inside for the next one. Hedge going wide. Casual and Barry. Oh, Hedge going loose. Oh, Hedge was on the brakes a little early. 3 wide through 1. They get strung out. Hedge will drop back. Now pushing through. Hedge on the outside, Barry on the inside for the next corner. Casual looking in. Oh, Hedge gives Barry a little bit of a bump. It's gonna pass him through the S's, but Barry with the advantage. Moves Hedge out of the way. Here comes Casual on the inside. Big battle for 5th here. Oh, and Barry into the wall hard. Loses a ton of time. Gives Casual to bump through the corner.
Evento and Radiant use the track.
Oh, Casual hard into the wall. Recoils back to Hedge. A little bit of a karma moment there. Comes Hedge. Hedge, so much speed through those first S's. As he gets by Barry and Casual again. Looks like he's just able to carry more speed through these corners than they can. Take a quick look at Barry, not Barry, at Radiant and Evento. Evento catching up. Again at Nanners and CHFan. Nanners and CHFan keeping distance. Now Logic now getting caught up in this mess for 5th. 4 cars battling for 1 position. This is gonna get crammed here. Oof. 2 by 2 through the final corner. Oh, Casual goes wide. We got spread out a little bit. Barry right on Hedge's bumper. Into 1. Barry giving a little bit of a bumper there. This is where Hedge is fastest. Hedge pulling a little bit of a gap. Now we'll go split here as Evento passing Radiant now. He's gotten by him. As Barry now passing Hedge. Mix up all through the field. Evento the 3rd. Edge working on the outside. Barry there on the inside. As he holds him off.
This is going... I'm surprised. Like, I knew there we'd see some action, but it is.
Action all over the racetrack. Oh, Hedge going a little bit loose. Barry able to make the pass. But Hedge able to recoup his loss. And he passes Barry. Trying to get as much as I can here in this one shot. We'll go back to full screen here as Vento's seemingly got past. I don't know. Hedge going wide. Oh, Barry into the wall. Pretty hard there. Oh, Hedge messing up. Logic and Casual now looking the pass as Barry pulls away. Oof. Off of the wall, they keep it together. Let's take a look back at now at Evento and Radiant. These guys side by side for 3rd. Radiant diving it in. Not able to make it stick.
Manners, stay on the track.
having a slow corner there is going to lose a little bit of time. But Avento going wide. Oh, Radiant hits the turn 1 wall, loses a bunch of time. And Avento will start to pull away.
He was worrying about that all throughout practice today.
Man, and he did it. And he'll lose third. Go back to Barry. Barry
devastating.
able to hold on. The fifth from Hedge, Casual, and Logic. These three still battling. Hedge going wide. Be faster through the S's, but gets caught up on Casual. Dives to the inside.
You're getting PTSD. Yeah.
Oh, Logic hard into the wall. Oh, and he takes that last corner too wide. Uh-oh, Junior wide, able to save it. Almost went through the pits.
Ooh.
Barry continuing to gain time. You know,
Logic goes straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, the Logic.
These drivers know what they can and can't get away with. This dominant story with LSR. CHFan and Nanners way out front. Let's take a look at third. Third is Avento and Radiant now battling. Oh. They've gotten back together, but they're a whole near half track length away from the leaders. Oh, Radiant hits it again! This time it affects Avento.
Oh.
Avento just kind of cuts through the corner.
Drop back a bit. Drop back to Radiant. Oh, and Junior hits the wall hard.
Oh,
He's struggling.
Junior, 47 seconds back from CHFan, who is just... CHFan and Nanners have been dominant all day.
Barry's kind of pulled away from field.
Yeah, but Barry has been able to get away from those three cars that just seem to can't get away from each other. Casual dropping back a little bit though.
Oh,
it's just Hedge and Logic.
Not corner cut.
Oh, then he gets hit from behind from Logic. They both go wide. Oh, Hedge super wide. Loses a ton of time. He's going to be behind Casual.
Logic, let's try not to slam into the back of somebody. Next incident's a penalty.
Avento and Radiant. Currently one of the few battles on track as everyone super spaced out. Radiant, a little bit of a bump. Gets past them for third. Oh, but wide. Avento capitalizes. It's all about who's going to make the fewest mistakes. And Avento, the championship leader. Radiant having a good finish last week. Puts himself second in points, but Avento still third is a good result for Avento. Let's take a look back. I think Nanners and CHN are just working together. I mean, we've seen two car tandems, but I didn't think you could see one out of road course.
Casual, what in the world?
Oh, what? Oh, he did not brake.
Casual, you were
Black.
you were mere feet away from murdering somebody. That would have been a nasty penalty. Hedge, Logic, stay on the track.
He almost killed Hedge? Or Junior?
He almost killed Logic.
Logic, yeah. Dang.
Anyways, Logic, next time I catch you corner cutting, it's a penalty.
Ooh, you do not want to be caught getting through these corner cuts. As you said earlier, it's not the traditional penalty. It's a drive-through.
We give you guys a lot of lenience. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
A name disappeared off my list. It's Junior.
Uh-oh.
Can I get to it in time? Please.
No caution yet.
I have it.
We will stay green. As Avento and Radiant continue the battle. Side by side, they go. Junior Smith has joined back. He will have his
I have
car,
your car, Junior.
but he will be a lap or so down.
Just stay there, Junior. I'm bringing it to you. Yeah, we've got to figure out why the consoles keep crashing. Right,
Casual and
Junior.
Hedge starting to become a battle here.
Take it. Driver swap.
And Junior is going to come out. Gonna make sure he doesn't kill anybody. Lets everyone pass. Now goes. Back to Avento and Radiant. Again, battle for third here. These two about equal pace. We've seen it. Avento just able to. Oh! Never mind. Oof. I was gonna say Avento able to just stay up front.
As soon as you say something.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Avento going wide. Loses a bunch of time. I don't know if he got sent there. I don't think he did. Let me go back. No, just missed the corner. Logic and Casual to battle here for 7th, or 6th, excuse me. As now Hedge joining back on this battle. These three have been battling all night. It is
halfway through
crazy.
the race.
Oh yeah, we are now halfway through as... Oh, Naner's going wide, way wide, loses a ton of time.
TH fan and now looking down on Junior here in a couple laps.
Oh, Logic and Hedge going super wide. You can see the leaders at the top of your screen. Some of these guys are getting in trouble. 3 wide there for a moment. All three drivers. Oh, Logic.
Right into the wall.
When we said we saw that Casual earlier. Casual said he didn't have too much practice. He's getting the hang of the track down. Qualified good. Oh, Hedge and Logic get together.
They had a really good qualifying performance.
Look back at Avento and Radiant. These two still battling.
How did my... Oh, you don't know, right?
It's starting to get a little spaced out between Logic, Hedge, and Casual again. They'll probably come back in accordion kind of fashion.
That's what they seem to do all day.
It's those
It's
three
Bruno.
drivers.
Then they'll get back up together.
Yeah, Junior Smith 59 seconds back. This is about a minute long of a track if you're going super fast. Just over a minute. Oh, Avento going wide, nearly goes in pit lane.
I think Radiant kind of let off a bit for him there.
Oh, Avento onto the wall. Keeps it on 4 wheels, though. Woo! Radiant drops back. That could have been bad. Avento laughs.
Radiant with a bit of a pointed touch.
Yeah.
Just try to stay on the track. As
Then Avento goes wide. Comes back on the racetrack. Big bump from Radiant.
Vento now coming to the pits this time.
This will be our first pit stop. Oh.
CH Fan and Nanners now looking real close to Junior. Yeah, Radiant, let's try to be a bit more careful.
There's Junior Smith. Here's CHN. It is close.
Junior's just letting them by.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a lap down.
Nanners, stay on the track.
Avento now down pit lane. First car to pit, lap 29. These drivers can make it about maybe 30 laps or so. I have a feeling that Nanners is doing a strategy. I don't want to reveal it really. I have a feeling he's doing a strategy. His Logic and Hedge will be the next cars to go a lap down. Hedge going wide in that final corner, or second to final corner. And hard into the wall, so is H-Man. Look around. Barry. Nice and secluded here in 5th. Logic and Hedge, really the battle here has Casual is able to pull away. He's going to be with Avento.
Vento filtering out. Pits.
I'm curious to see when and who will be next in the pit lane.
Fuel window here from the small amount of testing that I had done is weird.
Weird?
I'll just say that much. Let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if we see quite a bit of a certain thing.
Edge going into the pits with the second car to go down pit lane. Lap 31. He'll go a lap down. He's now Logic next one up for grabs. Radiant 26 seconds back from CH Fan. There goes Hedge. Out of pit lane. Now Logic is going to go to a lap down here. See if he fights or not. Nanners into pit lane. Nope. He just took the corner wide. I thought he was going down pit lane. Junior nearly goes into the pit lane.
Everybody's playing it a bit risky with that pit wall.
We've already seen
Logic
one car hit it.
Coming into pits.
Logic.
Yep.
Logic will be the next car, maybe. We will see. We got cars all over the racetrack. Logic gonna go a lap down here. he lets Nanners by. I'm curious to see if he's gonna let him by or not. There he goes. Looks like he will. Maybe? Yeah. Logic into the pits. Does not speed. It's hard to it's hard to speed in these this pit lane.
With how much the wall there forces you to slow down, yeah, it can be pretty challenging.
I don't. Well, it's not a challenge, Joey.
A challenge to speed into it.
Not a challenge to speed in pit lane. Lap 33, Logic comes in, and he will go out. Looks like he might. No, he's gonna be not with Radiance. Check up on other drivers that have pit. We know that Avento has pit. He's right now with Barry.
Logic experiencing some mechanical issues.
Oh yeah, his D key seems to be breaking. That's not good at a road course. You know, usually we don't have to turn right. Oh, and Logic pulls off to the side of the track.
Can't keep going. No.
Logic.
Or it'll break. Logic with a mechanical failure.
Yep. You know, usually it's not an issue with stock cars. But this time, today it is. The only time we really have to turn rights at these road courses, and so we now know that Logic cannot turn right.
Logic's car was not up to the task.
Logic's car could not turn right.
Maybe it wasn't the driver. Maybe it was just the car.
Check up on head. Judge another car that has pit. He's kind of just alone here. You can see Avento behind him. Very losing time. Sitting solidly in fifth. Just stays on the lead lap. 6 cars. Casual will be the last car on the lead lap. He's got about a straightaway of time in front of the leaders. And he's looking to the inside. Backs off. Looks like he wants to be second. Maybe some fuel conserving going on.
Moving Logic's car off of the potential hazard. Oh my god.
What?
How do you... His keyboard is cracked.
Casual into pit lane.
That is... I have not seen a keyboard break like that in a very long time.
Top 35. Next car in is going to be Casual.
It is in comms if you want to look at it or bring it up on stream.
I want to look at this.
Oh! Pay attention to the road.
That's bad. Wow.
It is cracked into 3 different pieces. Yeah, I think it is time to get a new keyboard.
Yeah, that's bad. Let's show it on stream here if I could figure out what I want to do. There's the D key. It is not usable. We'll go back to the race now. That's impressive.
Barry, stay on the track. Barry, next time I catch you corner cutting, it's a penalty.
Ooh, that's too... Logic left, so this is the only driver left that has major penalty inbound. Barry's been doing great today. Stayed up in the top 5, been able to pull away from sudden doom. So now Avento and Edge are gonna be racing together. Avento will start the pull away. My popcorn is getting cold. What? This is an entertaining race.
I don't blame you.
Very interesting race, nonetheless. As CH-Fan and Nanners still out front, nearly 40 laps complete. The question is, we've seen it all week, can they make it the entire way? We've seen it twice this week, where drivers have fuel conserved to the very end. Is this another one of those races? Are we gonna have a whole week of fuel strategy racing? And there's only been 3 cars that have not pit. Radiant, CH-Fan, and Nanners. I have a theory that Radiant may have hit a wall and said, ow.
Just a slight theory. No, Barry hasn't bid either.
Oh yeah, and Barry. Forgot. The top 4 have not pit. I'm sorry, Barry. Don't text and drive. Ooh, look out for the walls too. Don't text and drive and look out for the walls. Barry just entering the red.
He could potentially make it all the way.
Oh man. Yeah, from on these straightaways, I've been listening to CHN and Anders engines. I'll say they're using some sort of strategy. I don't think they'll reveal what their fuel is at. Oh, Nanner's into the wall.
JSS?
Taking a look through the field, Radiant. About half a track behind the leaders. He's got Casualed in front of him. Really no one behind him. Going to Barry.
Oh! Nanner's upside down!
Nanners is upside down! That'll bring out the caution! Can you believe it?
And he disconnects.
Oh no!
His game crashes. Race back to the line. We are racing back to the line. If you're gonna pit this time.
Oh my goodness.
If you were going to pit this time.
Barry into the pits. CH-Fan stays out of the pit lane.
Will Barry and CH-Fan slowing up. Barry will not be lapped. CH-Fan, keep going. Unless you want to pit.
Junior Smith will pit. Oh my goodness.
That is... It's always the console players, man. I don't know what... They just don't like our game.
I didn't get to see it.
Rating,
right
pit.
here.
You haven't raced back. This is the race back. If your name is not on the leaderboard, you are allowed to pit. If your name is on the leaderboard, stop at the line.
There's Nanners right there upside down. That brings out the caution. That is just very unfortunate. Junior, CH-Fan did not pit though. Remember that.
No, Barry, you are not. Yeah, Barry, keep going until you cross the line. Because you didn't get left. Logic joins back.
What a nice gesture by CH-Fan, keeping Barry on that lead lap. This will put, I believe, Junior Smith Oh, I just saw Barry die.
This will put Junior on the lead lap.
Oh,
I know you're the.
oops.
This is where your car is standing.
Yeah. So Junior Smith will be back on the lead lap. Casual Hedge. There'll be a lap down.
No logic. You can't officiate due to the rules.
Barry has to do a whole nother lap around. Drivers will now get lined up. This changes pretty much everything.
With 10 to go.
Nanner's able to keep third. It might be the time to push. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe. It's been a very entertaining race up to this point. We almost went caution free, but a very weird incident.
I didn't see it.
Flip. You didn't see it?
Did he just go straight on and hit the wall?
It was just straight into the wall, and it just flipped over.
I mean, that's kind of good for Nanners. I mean, if it didn't flip, it probably wouldn't have been a caution, and since his game crashed, he would have lost laps. So
yeah,
it's a blessing and a curse. CHFN says he's still saving. He is the only car not to pit yet on the grid. Can he make it 10 laps while being competitive? He's got 5 strong race cars behind him.
Alrighty, everybody here.
I cannot.
Barry needing a moment. Yeah, this has changed things up a whole lot. Okay, starting a 5-minute timer for Barry.
Oops. I do not have the
happened at Watkins Glen. It's happening at Indy. Late race cautions that could change the entire race.
Right. Looking at the points, I don't have a fancy graphic up, so we're just gonna do this a little bit sketchy. Oops, that says replay. Well, anyway, here's the point standings. Avento in first, 268 points. 9 points behind his Radiant, right now 4th on the grid. Then Nanners, 12 points behind. He's 3rd, he's been up front. We'll see what he can do. CHFan, 37 points behind. A win will potentially keep him up in the standings, but we'll see. And then Avento is right now 2nd in the race. This is gonna get fun, or it's gonna get infuriating.
Yeah, it'll go either way.
Fastest lap is held by Nanners with a 1:09. Wow, that's pretty fast.
Alright. We're just waiting on Barry, I do believe. Alright. Everybody here. Do a little wiggle. Casual logic. Or, not logic. Nanners. Casual. Yep, alright, casual's here. Alrighty, cool. We will be going green. Ready, set, green flag.
And this is going to be the big restart. Into turn 1. Everyone keeps it nice and clean. Avento going a little bit wide. Here comes Nanners on the inside. Radiant looking on the inside there in 4th. Nanners gets past Avento. CHFan still leading into the big braking zone. Nanners able to catch up to CH-Fan there. Avento's still there, gets a bump to Nanners. He goes a little bit
Barry.
wide. Barry wrecking the field a little bit. Oh, Radiant.
Flag for the 17. Grid drop, next restart.
Oh my goodness, Radiant all over the back of Nanners, nearly wrecking him. Now he goes through.
Radiant, next incident's a penalty.
CH-Fan up front. Vento right behind him. Oh, Nanners hits the
Nanners.
turn 1 wall.
He hits the wall.
Oh, he's gonna be with Barry. And oh, Hedge nearly getting turned in front of Casual. Yeah, he might have to drop back a little bit. Now up front, Avento takes the lead. This is the only lead change we've had all day. Radiant passes. Radiant to the inside. Here comes CH-Fan all the way on the bottom. 3 wide. Here's a big braking zone. Avento into the wall. This is 3 wide into another big braking zone. They stay 3 wide. And into this final corner, Avento goes wide. Here comes Nanners with a big push. Everyone gets scattered. Now Barry coming into the equation with the back. Avento leads the lap. Radiant and CH-Fan pretty far back. They're going to be with the Barry. Nanners bumping Avento there in the quarter panel.
Radiant. It's not corner cut.
To the inside he goes.
Radiant, next time I catch you corner cut, it's a penalty.
Now to the big braking zone. Vento with the advantage. Radiant looking in. Vento able to get through. Oh, Nanners has to give up a little bit of a time there, as that was a big corner cut. Here comes Radiant on the inside, diving through.
Nanners, next time I catch you corner cut, it's a penalty.
Oh, Radiant hits the wall. He's gonna fall with behind Barry, nearly wrecks. He's gonna go wide. Casual will pass. Cars all over the place coming out of the final corner. Nanners to the inside, into turn 1.
6 laps to go.
Vento able to hold more
Barry
speed.
hits the wall.
Oh, Barry. CH-Fan looking on the inside. Oh, it gives Nanners a horrible corner. Loses all of his momentum. CH-Fan takes the lead. But Avento right behind him. Into the big braking zone. Vento on the brakes early. CH-Fan a little bit slow. Side by side through the S's. Here comes Nanners with a big run. Nanners on the inside. Goes a little bit wide of Vento with the better corner. Slides back in the second. CH-Fan back. Holding on to the lead. Vento looking to the outside into the wall. He's going to have the preferred lane here. CH-Fan with a little bit of a bump that keeps him into position. Side by side to the line. 5 to go. I don't know how the game calculated who got the lap there. They were side by side. There's looking in Avento, trying to get away from CH-Fan. It's kind of by him here. Vento holds on to the lead. CH-Fan looking inside, looking outside. He's gonna have the advantage into this corner, but here comes Nanners all the way on the inside.
Forgot to change Junior's laps. My bad, Junior.
Now Avento's slowly dropping back.
Oh.
Ooh, on 2 wheels there. Here comes Avento with a big run, though. He's back up to these front 2. Radiant now able to look in. Nanners to the inside, trying to take that lead away. He wants the win. But so does CH-Fan. 4 to go. The turn 1. Oh, and Avento and Radiant get caught up on turn 1. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be surprised if that's not a penalty. Or at least a warning. Avento gonna drop back 2 positions. On my end, it looked like Avento kind of shoved Radiant into the wall there. They did touch.
Yeah. Avento next incident's a penalty.
There's your warning. Avento will drop back to 4th. He is with Barry. Back up front, it's CH Fan and Nanners. Radiant not far behind. Nanners pushing CH Fan, just like, go, go, go. He loses a little bit of time out of the last corner.
Into the wall.
Oh, my goodness. You can see all the smoke coming out from back there. That was a big impact. Uh-oh. Didn't see that. CH Fan going wide. Here comes Radiant with a big run.
Oh. Black flags for the 17 and 97. Drive-thrus for both. Wait, no, not drive-thru for 97. Sorry, wrong note. No, Avento, you're fine. Drive-thru for the 17, though. Reckless driving. Penalties getting upgraded. Sorry, Avento, for the scare.
Avento. Oh my goodness,
I was
Barry.
looking at Logic's note instead of yours.
Barry, a strong run, but too many mistakes. Has to take a drive-thru. And Avento, right now just a grid drop. But back up front, CH Fan, Nanners, and Radiant still battling. Nanners to the lead. They're all desperately fighting for the position. Now Radiant. Nanners blocking low, all the way to the inside of the racetrack. Into turn 1. Radiant giving a bump to the back of the 8. He slows down to make sure he doesn't get a penalty there. And Radiant will take the lead.
Barry, you got your grid drop after the caution. Yeah.
2 to go. There's trying to get by CH Fan. Give him a bump.
Yeah.
At what point do your
Black
teammates
flag
become
for the
enemies?
38. Grid drop, next restart, reckless driving for the incident into turn 1.
Oh, and he's gonna get caught up on Avento!
Radiant get caught together.
It's just a grid drop, remember. It's not a drive-through. It's not a drive-through. And Nanners to the white flag. 1 to go.
This race is finalized.
CH Fan right behind. He's been fuel conserving this entire race. Here comes Radiant with a dive to the inside, trying to get around CH Fan. Why doesn't it stay white? It goes back to green. Radiant diving it in! Moves CH Fan out of the way! Radiant takes 2nd. But CH Fan with another bump to the back of him. They hold it. Here comes Avento passing CH Fan now.
But it's gonna be a battle for 2nd, I think.
Oh, Avento hard into the wall. Who's gonna dive it in? Avento a bumper to the back of the 38. Radiant trying to make the use of that last corner, but here comes Avento with a bump to Radiant. It's not enough. Nanners is gonna win at the Indy Road Course.
Nanners wins his 3rd race of the season.
Oh, CH Fan nearly flips afterwards.
After what was probably one of the better races of the season.
Oh my goodness.
We wait for everybody to cross the line.
They're the last car to cross the line. What a finish. What a restart. What a race.
Holy shit.
And Nanners will be the winner of it all.
A great return to Indianapolis.
I knew he should have came back. Nanners already an Indianapolis winner. Won it in Season 2. Towards the end of the season. He's going to win the road course this time.
Whether it be the oval or the road course. Nanners has yet to be stopped.
The dominant
Here at
car all day.
Indianapolis.
That caution made and braked his race.
Oh boy. And he could have swept the weekend.
Fastest time. I doubt anyone took it.
Yeah, definitely not.
Wait, hold on,
Alright,
Nanners.
Nanners.
I gotta get over there first. So my free cam doesn't break.
And I don't think we have a victory road here, unfortunately. Do we? Where? The bricks.
There's not the victory lane.
Nope. What a fucking return to Indianapolis.
Hunter's found a spot.
And there's a 2 road course wins this season.
Watkins
2 of his
Glen
3.
and Indy road course. Alrighty. Let's get Nanners up here.
Oh, Indianapolis. You treated me right.
How are you feeling, Nanners? Third victory of the season, right when you needed it most.
Oh, man. I thought that caution was the end of it. But no, 'twas not.
It made some
Obviously,
great racing.
Me and Avento, just crazy, insane, cuckoo bananas pace. Oh wow. Yeah, I really needed this.
Yeah.
I've finally broken my 2-win streak per season.
Yeah. The most amount of wins you've ever had in a season. And I do believe with this win, you also reached T-Man's record of wins.
7 wins.
You reached the 7 mark. Only the
What a
third driver to
milestone.
ever do it.
Whew. I guess this makes up for last week.
Right?
The finishing order is completely reversed. I think. If Avento finished 3rd.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Avento did finish
I was
3rd.
too busy looking ahead of me.
All right, Nanners.
What? We'll see. Go ahead.
So what was the strategy with this race? You and CH fan, it seemed like LSR had something that no one else had.
Oh, from the start, it was fuel save. JSS all the way on the straights. Just not snapping, not getting on the gas early. Just sticking with each other. You saw it. I wasn't passing him at all. I was just letting him take the lead, using the draft. I don't know if I would have made it, so my Xbox crashing might have been a blessing in disguise. Thank God it was a caution. I'd be having a very different interview right now if that wasn't the case.
Yeah, everything going right here for you at Indianapolis. So even with all that fuel saving, you guys still pulled away nearly half a track length from everybody else. I mean,
that's pretty crazy.
Were you expecting that?
I was expecting us to be fast. That was a little more than fast.
That was dominance.
Avento and Radiant, and obviously CH fan were awesome. Got a little too awesome there at the end. I was getting a little scared. But obviously very happy, and hopefully can carry all this momentum into the rest of the season and finish it off with a bang.
Yeah, so I'm assuming this race is gonna put you at least in second in the point standings. I'm not totally sure. I think Radiant got second. So your 2 point rivals there finished right behind you, but going into these last 3 races of the season, are you confident in the championship?
Well, we got Las Vegas, Myrtle Beach, Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We'll probably get one more at least. I got
One more at least.
I got something to prove at Las Vegas. That's where the name comes from. We're not gonna let it affect us.
There's any other things to add on to tonight?
Avento. I want your title. I guess that's it. Well, I guess it's not much of your title then, is it?
I guess. All right, back to hell with Nanners. Right, who should we interview next, Mr. Quee?
Let's get Logic up here.
Logic, an interesting pick.
he had a disastrous race, none to his own fault.
All right, Logic. I don't care if you're in game or not. Just mind your car. All right, Logic. Kind of a disappointing race. How are you feeling?
Well, my finger hurts.
I can imagine.
Pretty sure I'm bleeding.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, my keyboard started stabbing me. Not very fun.
I can't imagine.
And then wouldn't help that the battle that we had, going 3 wide into the last corners with Casual, Hedge, and JR. Well, no, JR kind of disappeared. It wasn't a good race, and after I lift my finger up, my D key literally fell apart.
So I get. Are we investing in a new keyboard or?
Well, no, I think I found a fix where my keyboard doesn't stab me.
Uh-oh.
So I'm too broke to buy it right now, and plus that'd be a very weird setup. Laptop.
I guess. Oh right, you're on a laptop. That's even harder to get a key replaced. Yeah. I was gonna say that was a weird looking keyboard for just being an external one, but that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, how did you enjoy the race? I mean, you were battling with Hedge and Casual pretty much all day while you were there.
Okay. Overall, it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. It wasn't a great race for me, but it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then spectating the last battle for first place was something else. Especially after Evento almost the whole Nanners, Nanners hit the wall. I started dying.
Yeah, that I'm surprised he was able to recover from that.
Yeah.
That was
that
I did that, but it absolutely fucked me up.
Yeah, I mean,
also
I thought
very
he'd come
fun.
back.
Radiant almost. It was also funny. Radiant almost entering the pits.
Yeah, that happened a couple of times with some other drivers too. Yummy, you got anything else?
not at the moment.
Alrighty, Logic. Any last words?
Donate to my GoFundMe to buy a new keyboard.
Alright, back to hell. We'll do one more. I want to. Let's see. I'm gonna do a coin flip. Do I have a coin? No. Do I have something that can flip? Yes. All right. Radiant is heads. Vento's tails. Is heads. Radiant, come on up here.
Oh my lord.
Radiant, unofficially second, I believe. How are you feeling?
My heart rate still hasn't gone down from the fucking finish. I was not expecting to get a podium, much less second, and challenging for the win.
I mean, you were up there, you were fast all day. You want to maybe describe the last couple of laps from your point of view?
Well, for the most part, by that point, I was just driving, not thinking. I was getting distracted by my own heartbeat. So
Ooh,
I can't really describe it. I was just an autopilot at that
you
point.
were just in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second place. This is. Do you think? What do you think of the point situation after tonight?
Well, it's obviously going to be a lot closer. Going into Vegas, I got a good feeling about it. After that, how many races aren't there?
There are 3
Vegas,
left.
it's just going to be
Vegas,
Myrtle
2.
Beach. After Vegas, it'll be Myrtle Beach and Miami. If I can get a good Vegas, we can definitely take the championship all the way to Miami.
Let's see. I mean, you were battling with Evento. Are you glad that caution came out?
Yeah. I was doing the calculations mid-race. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me see. It was on lap 37 when my fuel went to red, and I did the calculations, and I needed 2/3 more of a lap of fuel to make it all the way to the end. So I probably could have saved enough to make it to the end, but I'm still glad we didn't have to test that out.
Yeah, fuel strategy definitely got interrupted there at the end with that late caution. Definitely a strong run for the 38 team. How do you think qualifying went?
Qualifying definitely didn't go the best for me. I was setting 1-minute laps during practice, and I just got held up during the group quali and couldn't set a lap nearly that fast.
You think we should continue to use group quali for road courses, or you think we should do one shot like we've been doing on the ovals?
Well, it'll mostly depend on how long the lap times are. I mean, if we can't get one-shot quali done in a reasonable amount of time, then group quali is just fine. But like for road courses with like 1-minute laps like Indy, then I don't see one-shot quali taking too much time.
Alrighty, anything else to add on to tonight, Radiant?
No, not really. I'm Evento, Nanners. I'm coming for you at Vegas.
Alrighty, back to hell. That'll be the final interview as we get ready for the post-race show. You wanna get us ready for that?
Yeah, thank you all for watching the main race. Great first race for the Indy Road Course. You know, we had our speculations that we might have some issues, but it impressed for sure tonight. Thanks for the drivers coming out. Of course, can't do this without them. We, of course, season is slowly wrapping up. Only 3 races left after tonight. Next week, we're going to Vegas for D1. So make sure that you tune in next Saturday for that. However, make sure you stay tuned. Pre-race show coming up. Or post-race show coming up, not pre-race. Pre-race has already happened. All right. Anything And welcome back for the post-race, I guess, talk down of the Indianapolis Road Course. First race for the Indianapolis Road Course. First time that we've been back to Indianapolis in a pretty long minute. Of course, we were racing at the oval configuration last season, racing at the road course configuration this season, and what a show it put on.
It was quite the show. I mean, there was a couple of moments where nothing was going on, but that was mainly during fuel strategies when everyone just got super spread apart, and with that caution brought everyone back together, and that was some of the most intense racing we've had this season.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've gotta say, it's very reminiscent of how Pocono was, and just how intense the battles were. Just all throughout the field, we had a battle for first, we had a battle for third, then we had a battle all the way back in fifth. I mean, there's just everywhere you looked. Maybe not so much for the lead. Two teammates dominating the race today. LSR clearly had the fastest two drivers on track this weekend.
They had something. I mean... They had something that no one else had. And they were fuel conserving, which is the crazy part. I don't think Avento and Radiant were really fuel conserving that first part of the race. But apparently Nanners and CHFan were just doing it the entire thing. CHFan never pit. And he still got a decent finish. I think he got unofficially fourth. So
yeah, I was aware of the weird fuel loads coming into the weekend, trying to figure out some stuff earlier in the week, trying to figure out what the fuel runs were, what to expect, and in the testing, I couldn't believe it. I was going to be able to make the full race without having to pit, or damn near close, and so it's definitely not just strategy. Combination of the track and the current engine regulations in the cars kind of had a perfect combination for just being able to just go long. But even with that, we still had a lot of people come into the pits. Vento came into the pits. I think that was the most notable one. And I mean, after he came into the pits, he was flying through the field.
Yeah, and just the fuel thing is starting to kind of scare me a little bit. I'm almost thinking we're going to have a 2024 Daytona 500, at least at the beginning of that race, where the cars are going to be going super slow because they're just going to be conserving fuel for the entire race, and so we're not going to see much of a race. But I don't know what fix could be made to change it, but this is a fear I have going forward. But I mean, tonight we had the caution that kind of saved it from going there, and I mean, not saying cautions are good, but that caution made the race a lot more interesting there at the end.
I mean, late the race cautions, sometimes they can bring a bit of chaos, unnecessary chaos to a race that up until that point had been good. Tonight was the complete opposite. It took the first half of the race, exciting, action-filled, constant wheel-to-wheel action. Then we had our pit cycles. It kind of cleared out, everything calmed down, and then we had that caution came out. Nanners, unfortunately, had a mechanical issue. Slammed it to the wall, and like we've been seeing it time and time again, the cars have a weird issue with the flips. Slammed it to the wall and flipped over on his side and brought out the caution. Lucky break for Nanners, because that didn't happen. It would have been disastrous for his race, but luckily for him, things turned out differently.
That flip saved him. If it didn't flip, his car would have stayed there, we would have stayed green, and he would have gone laps and laps down. It's weird, though. These console players keep having these mechanical failures, but their games just keep crashing. I wonder if it's just a Roblox issue or if it's something a little bit deeper than that.
We're not sure. Hopefully we can get it sorted out for next season. Cars are going to be a lot more sensitive next season, so those kinds of crashes are just going to be catastrophic for them. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. But, let's talk about, maybe a bit deeper in the field. We had that battle for fifth that was pretty much raging the entire race. I mean, we had them bunch up, and then we had them spread out a bit, and we had Barry, who managed to pull away from it all.
Yeah. I think Barry was just kind of stuck there. He had a couple of mistakes, then he fell behind Casual, Hedge, and Logic, and then he just got stuck with them. And once he could get a break and pull away, he was able to really get out there. I think he was faster than all three of them. It's just that he'd struggled to get past them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one thing to catch, but there's a whole nother issue to pass.
Yeah. But those three, Hedge, Casual, Logic, and then Barry in there from time to time. They were all running about the same pace the entire race. It was no wonder they kept being with each other there and always catching up because of the draft. I'm surprised we didn't see a caution from them racing hard.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was very surprised with how clean they kept it. Coming into tonight, don't always have the best record on short tracks. People tend to make a whole lot of mistakes, and it kind of brings out some cautions. Indianapolis, it's a flat track. There's a lot of really heavy braking zones. I mean, we did see those mistakes, but they weren't as catastrophic as I was expecting them to.
They remembered to use their S key.
Yeah, they remembered to use their brakes. Unfortunately, some of them had some other keys break instead.
Yeah. Point standings wise, this race mixes up a lot. Well, not a lot, but everyone's closer together. The order of the point standings basically just swapped tonight. So Nanners is going to be closer, Radiant's going to be closer, and Avento lost that little bit of a buffer that we talked about earlier. I mean, do you think Avento's going to lose the lead in the championship coming into Vegas, or after Vegas, I should say?
I think it is a real possibility that he doesn't leave Vegas as the points leader. I mean, yeah, he was strong here last season, but like Nanners said, Nanners has something to prove. He wants to redeem himself at Vegas after a disaster class last season where he ran out of fuel DNF. And then Radiant also didn't really have the best results here at Vegas last season, so I'm sure he'll be looking to change things around coming into this next week.
Yeah, Vegas was a fun race last season.
Yeah, it's a very close and competitive track. It should bring some real entertaining racing, kind of a mix-up for these points leaders. But speaking of the points, CH fan, he was looking for that break. He needed a good result. He needed to beat the guys up in front of him in the points, to really stay in that talk of, can he be the upset? Can he come in and maybe challenge for the championship? And it's been a bit of a doubt, and unfortunately tonight it just did not play in his favor. Everybody that was finished in front of him is ahead of him in points, kind of just further pushing him a bit down in the points, but hopefully it lets him
he was the dominant car.
Carry on a good performance. But yeah, he was the dominant car tonight. Almost won it, but it may not be his season to win.
Yeah, it was also that caution. That caution ruined his race, but made everyone else's race. This is the one bad thing. The one bad thing from the cautions. This CH fan couldn't hold off everybody. I think he was still trying to field conserve a little bit. I mean, he was still in the yellow when we went to that restart. So
yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, he didn't go in and pit on that caution, so he still had to make sure that he had enough fuel to finish the race. I mean, we saw it last weekend. Somebody didn't have enough fuel to finish the race. Luckily, it didn't end as disastrously as it could for him.
Mm-hmm.
But still could have gone a lot better for Nanners. Then we have further in the field, Junior and Hedge. Kind of just Hedge was coming in this weekend. It's his track. He loves Indianapolis. He loves the city. He loves the track. Unfortunately, just a lackluster result. Kind of got unlucky with that caution and the lucky dog, so stuck a lap down. Alongside Casual.
I mean, we've been talking about recently about how much these drivers practice. They practice for like nearly every day that they can, and for multiple hours. I haven't seen Hedge practice a lot recently, and it's really showing in his performance. These last races he's shown up to, he's been towards the back of the field, and the drivers are starting to notice, and they're starting to say a couple of things here and there.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of drivers saying something, Barry, I don't think Barry's too happy with Casual, Logic, and he gave Logic a pass, but Casual and Hedge, I mean, he's blaming them for the reason that he got the penalty that he got.
I'm not sure I'd go as far to blame them for the penalty, but yeah, they were all racing super hard. and competitively, but
Mm-hmm. It's hard to
it's
get by
just
when you're the fastest car and there's a big draft behind you.
yeah, definitely. But when you're also the fastest car, you got to make sure that you're respecting the other drivers around you, and make sure you're not stepping on toes that maybe sticking out a bit too far. You just got to tone it down a bit just till you get past them. But just a quick little notion here on process of doing points. Nanners and Radiant will be tied on points coming into Vegas, both sitting on 218 points. Evento is only sitting at 286. Nanners and Radiant are both 5 points behind Evento, so
Oh, it's tied?
it's going to be real close, yeah.
Just now getting the points going through. It's tied for second. Ooh, 5 points behind. I feel like we've been somewhere around here before. I'm excited for Las Vegas. I mean, it's a track that doesn't really disappoint. D2 had a pretty wonderful race there. D3, can't really remember. It was kind of far back, but I can't imagine it was that bad of a race. And last season, it was an entertaining race right to the end with Hedge getting the win. So, I mean, we will see. Nanner's got something to prove. Radiant Scott trying to win his championship, and Evento trying to go 2 in a row. I'm intrigued.
Oh yeah, it will be something. What else is there to talk about? I mean, let's talk about Casual. He
Yes.
once again subbing for Alpha, and he put in a great qualifying performance. Unfortunately, last second laps kind of knocked him down a bit, kind of underplayed just how good he was in qualifying, and then unfortunately during the race he just couldn't keep that pace up. Kind of just outpaced, kind of just little green behind the ears. Just got to work on that race pace. But Casual definitely showing promise, especially at the road courses. It seems.
Yeah, I mean he came in with very little practice too. I mean he was saying it earlier, and we mentioned it a little bit, that he came in and had no practice. Was just trying to understand where the braking zones were and just trying to get fastest laps. I mean I think he did great for having just like a day or a couple hours of practice. Definitely gonna be one to watch for next season.
Definitely.
Man, Alpha just continues to miss races. It's just such an incompatible schedule for him. So we'll have to see if it improves next season, but I have my doubts.
Yeah, another tough break for Alpha this season. Just did not play in his favor. I mean, we talked about it in the pre-race, I do believe, just a bit. He started this season off kind of rocky, had some lackluster performances early on in the season, then really turned it on the midpoint, shooting his way up there, trying to get his name into the title fight, and then once again, towards the end of the season, kind of fell back to where he started on the first part of the season. Had to rely on a lot of substitutions the second half of the season. So, fortunately, we give props to these substitutes, but at the end of the day, Alpha is one of the top drivers. It's hard to replicate that kind of performance week in and week out. So ultimately, it's going to end up hurting them on the points. Maybe not as much as outright missing the race, but definitely a hindrance.
This is not his season. Maybe next season. We'll see. I don't got nothing else on my topic list here, so if you
I am empty. But thank you all for watching both the pre-race, the race itself, and the post-race. Make sure you like and subscribe. Throw a comment down below. Helps us push us out through the algorithm. Helps us get our name out there. Of course, we will be here next week for D3, D2, and D1. Of course, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So be sure to tune in then. It's looking like it's going to be an interesting title finish for the D1 championship. So make sure you're tuning in there. But until then, goodbye.